welcome back to the Fire Pig and to episode 2 of Off-Road Outlaws, the show where the biggest, baddest minifigs show off their big, bad, off-roading vehicles. And, today, we're looking at this, Ford F-350, F-450, F-550. Tell me in the comments if you know what class this is. Super Duty tray back on extremely jacked up tires with raised suspension and pretty much raised everything. It's a crew cab, which I like. I've not really done many crew cabs, so this is a big achievement. Both doors can open, and then let me zoom you in. In there, I went for, we'll take the roof off later in the video and have a closer look at the cab area, and inside, we'll talk about that later, but I went for quite, I tried to go for a very high level of trim. So we'll talk about that later, as I've already said twice before. You have I'm very happy with the front. Sorry that it's not focusing, but it's focusing. I'm so sorry about this. So, this camera's not supposed to do that. So, I'm very happy with the front. You have some lights up here. And then that entire front can come off. And that is a very sizable chunk of space. Well, not space, but a very sizable chunk of pieces, really. And that is quite weighty. That's it compared to a minifigure. Just like that. So it is quite large, and then that's just attached on with two snot bricks. And if you don't know what snot means, it means studs not on top. Overall, I think I did a very good job. I'm glad I went for the more sloped windscreen instead of the more vertical one. I think it just makes it look better, and the photo I was going with, there'll be one popping up right about now. The photo I was going with, it had that sloped front. So I'm glad I went with that. I usually don't, because that takes up more room, but I think it paid off this time. You have 4 lights on the top, and because I'm using these wheel hubs, the rounded ones that come down 1 brick, I couldn't do my trademark lime green suspension. So I am a little disappointed with that, but again, I think that the rounded works. When I originally built it, I went for dark gray wheel covers, but I swapped them to be black when I found the black ones. And again, I think I think that was a good call. Yeah, running boards on both sides. This is an extremely large truck. This is it compared to a minifigure. So, as you can see, it's so big that I can barely fit the entire thing on camera. There you go. So, it's enormous. Maybe a little too big. But the thing with Lego is that Lego is not it's not 150% accurate. It takes time to get good shaping. Also, to get good shaping, you really need bigger things. So to get the proper level of detail, sorry, I'm hiccupy. To get the proper level of detail that I wanted, I had to go for bigger. And I think that going bigger worked. It was go big or go home, and I'm definitely not going home. So let's move on to the rear section of it. I went for kind of a tray back, but not. So you have a antenna here, you have a tall smokestack, and the truck was too big to go for the regular smokestacks. Here's one of them. This is just a regular Lego smokestack. And I think that the truck was too big for it, so I made a custom one. I'm not entirely happy with it. I think I could have done a little bit better just with the shaping, because that's just straight up and down. I already mentioned the antenna. You have warning lights and a siren, and then you also have a gooseneck trailer attachment. And I don't have a gooseneck. I've never really built a gooseneck before. So I'd like to practice my goosenecks, because for industrial trucks, you kind of need industrial trailers. And then you also have the relatively wide wheel covers, so there's only 4 studs of space in the middle. And so there's only 4 studs of space in the middle. And then in total, there's 8 studs between each side. That's a very wide bay. I'm glad I went with that. I'm glad I went with the wide, because I think it looks better. And then on the back, you have some very simple snot construction for the brake lights and blinkers. And then you also have my trademark custom number plates, which says Brute. I've used that a couple times, and I still think it's amusing. You have a ball hitch on the back, just for your regular, smaller trailers. Again, I'd like to build one of those. I'd actually like to build a horse trailer. Why a horse trailer? I don't know why a horse trailer. I just think a horse trailer would look good. Where was I? My brain's a bit frazzled this morning. So, that's the truck, and then let's have a look inside the cab, and we'll be back in there. Welcome to the cab section, everyone. So, I went for a dark tan in here. And I think the dark tan looks good. You have, let me remove this. You have 2 seats here, which can both come forward. I like that. You have a center console, which is just a cup holder padding area. You have a microphone piece as a gear stick, or just a gear stick. You have, you have some dials on the front, and then you also have a Speed Champions wheel hub. You have a Speed Champions wheel hub to act as a steering wheel, and that just goes on there. And if you are interested in seeing how I do that, put it in the comments, and I might do that as a later video with my opening doors, which I know I've been saying I'm going to do a video on it, I'm going to do a video on it, I'm going to do a video on it, and I never have. So, if you want to see that, put it in the comments, please, because I want to make what you guys want. Alright, so let's head back down, and we'll round out the video. So there you have it, my mock of a Ford F-550 Trayback Off-Road Outlaws. Thank you for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do that now. Check out some of my other videos. Please share, link, and comment. And I will see you in the next one. Adios.